Hello and welcome. Today we're talking about leaky gut, and it sounds quite scary, leaky gut syndrome. So this is particularly relevant if you are struggling with the following symptoms. If you are constantly tired, struggling with joint pain, feeling bloated all the time, and particularly if you have any unusual skin rashes like psoriasis or rashes or shingles even, then it could be a sign that you have leaky gut. Now, let me just share my screen with you and I can show you what leaky gut looks like in the gut, because it's a damage to the villi. So leaky gut would look a little bit like this, where the villi get a little bit damaged. So let's talk about what we can do about leaky gut and how we can seal and heal the gut so we can help you to digest everything that life has to offer. Now, leaky gut is what happens when the villi become particularly damaged. These villi are normally designed to allow water and nutrients to flow through into the bloodstream. Now, when the villi become damaged, what happens is that toxins and partially undigested food molecules cross over into the bloodstream. And this is very confusing to the body. It triggers an immune response that causes an increase in inflammation. And if left unchecked, it can cause all sorts of problems. You can have autoimmune flare-ups. It can cause autoimmune disease. It can cause the body to attack the main organs because whole protein particles are floating around in the bloodstream, and that's very confusing to the body, and it can cause significant symptoms. So this is particular if you have food sensitivities, you have these toxins being released into the bloodstream, and of course that also impacts the liver because all the blood is flowing through the liver every 3 minutes. Now, leaky gut can be exacerbated by medication and antibiotics. We know that it can take up to a year to rebuild the good gut microbiome after antibiotics, and antibiotics can certainly damage the villi. Now, also, if you have certain lifestyle factors, and this is what I teach in my 8-week program, that things like alcohol, recreational drugs, a diet high in refined sugar and wheat particularly make this situation worse. Stress is also a massive contributor to all gut-related problems, and the bacteria feeds on carbohydrates and sugar. So if you have a diet that is very high in refined sugar and alcohol and a lifestyle with a lot of stress, then this is putting you at a greater risk factor of leaky gut. So leaky gut looks like this, where the villi in the gut lining is damaged, and it allows those whole protein particles and bacteria and toxins to pass into the bloodstream. Now, if you are struggling with accidental weight gain, asthma, you are very irritable and you struggle with mood swings, you get reoccurring yeast infections, you've got a low immune system, and you are always, the first person in the house to get sick. If you have sore spots on your mouth, your lips, and white spots inside your mouth, if you're constantly feeling tired, even if you are, if you wake up a lot in the night and you have difficulty getting back to sleep, bloating, gas, psoriasis, endometriosis, even polycystic ovarian syndrome can be a sign of leaky gut. If you have sensitivity to certain foods, if you are struggling with cramps, if you have food cravings, even if you have sensitivity to strong smells, can be a sign that you have leaky gut. Now, generally, I'm a functional nutritionist, functional medicine nutritionist, so I use science to get to the root cause of the problems, and I do play Sherlock Holmes, and unfortunately the doctors do not have the time or the ability to make the effort to get to the root cause of your symptoms. So I use comprehensive stool analysis to really understand what is going on in your gut, and that is really important. Now, if we were going to work together to seal and heal the gut, I would break it down into 4 key components: into nourish, cleanse, restore, and rebalance. This is what I teach in my 8-week program, but here is some additional considerations for you. In phase 1, we really need to make sure that hydration is optimal and we are not being exposed to lots of extra toxins and bacteria in the diet. So we cleanse and we remove the trigger foods. We can add in lemon water first thing in the morning and beneficial teas to help calm down any inflammatory response in the bowel. Teas like cinnamon, ginger, sage, licorice, fennel can all be very, very beneficial. In phase 1, we would also add in a range of healing herbs like psyllium. Psyllium husk taken in the morning with water can be very supportive to the bowel, can be very supportive to any sort of toxic residue that's going on, and it helps to relieve inflammation and soothe the bowel. And then we would also add in some good bacteria. For example, I love using Probiotic Plus because this helps to support the regeneration of the gut and support the gut lining. We would also look at liver detoxification, so promoting bile flow, generally soothing the stomach, the gallbladder, the liver. The support to inhibit inflammation would be really, really important. In phase 2, we would be helping to eliminate toxins and rebuild that gut lining. So herbs and a good probiotic and a good prebiotic tincture. This is where this comes into really cleaning, protecting and regenerating that intestinal flora and helps to heal the gut lining and heal the damage in those villi. Now, I do work with a range of ladies, particularly ladies over the age of 40. So if you are struggling with bloating and headaches and fatigue and brain fog and widespread inflammation and skin problems, then please reach out to me because I have an 8-week gut healing program. But I also have a range of supplements on my website to help support you. I would encourage you to join my free Facebook group community. Every week I go live in there and I share some hints and tips in there, and I also share recipes. It's called Time to Nourish, Heal Your Gut and Balance Your Hormones. And this is a free Facebook community, so I welcome you to join there. I also would welcome you to reach out to me on my website, trishtuckermay.com. Please make sure you subscribe, hit the notification button so you know when I'm going live. And look, if you want help to eliminate the triggers, so if you have a highly stressful lifestyle and you are using recreational drugs or alcohol and you're exposing yourself and you have a lot of wheat and sugar in your diet, then that is a lot of things to eliminate. And I know that you will need support. So please reach out to me. I'm here to support you. And please, reach out and book a free discovery call because I offer you a free half-an-hour call so I can explain how I work and I can find out more about what you're struggling with. So thank you so much for watching. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you on the next video.